Welcome! I'm on the camera again. I figured out how to do it with my other one, which is kind of dangerous because this is how they steal your videos. But for right now, I just don't want somebody looking at my face. There's some very negative energy out there, so I just want to take my face out of it so nobody can send me any negative energy. And it's just a nice little switch up. So enjoy the switch up. And if you're new, then you don't even know this is a switch up. So don't even worry about it. All right. You will see this big, beautiful face in front of the camera very soon. All right. And if you want to check out my Instagram, sometimes you see my face more than you want to. That is in the description. No, that's in the about section. You can check that out. There's some information in the about section, and there's a little bit in the description box below. If you feel like you want a personal reading, this isn't going to be a general message, okay? General message, it means that you can be whatever sign you want. And if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And that's just the joy of tarot. Now, there is a huge mission out there that I'm doing right now that people really need answers to questions that they've asked. So if if it doesn't resonate with you, then send your question in to me telepathically. All right, I would love to pick up the energy for you and answer that question. And again, if you don't, for a personal reading, that would be much more beneficial for you then. And that's whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. Okay. In the description box below and in the about section. I did wish for these cards to come back to me, and they did the other day. I was so happy. Oh my God, I love this little teeny tiny deck. So anyways, we are getting a reading today, people, and I also have new oracle cards. So let's get the energy out for your reading today. Because I'm not going to attach any signs to this, but signs could come out, obviously. There will be tarot involved. All right, what does collective have to hear? Whoa, we have 3 cards that came out. We've got Pine Tree, very beautiful. We have Sage, and we have the Watering Can. Very beautiful energies. So we're starting off. In the bottom of the deck, we have Cup of Tea. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Reassessment and patience. Okay, so with the Pine Tree, we have vitality, longevity, and perseverance. Sage, we have wisdom, purification, and harmony. And then Watering Can, we have asking for help and sharing burdens. Okay, so I kind of feel like this message is for somebody who has really persevered through some of the worst conditions possible from start to finish. Okay, from weather conditions to survival to just simple hydration. All right. Where you were versus where you are now, very different. So spirit is like, okay, so if this was like a reading where you wanted an assessment from spirit if you're on the right path or if you're doing well, this is for spirit to say you are right on the money. Okay, you did something, so then, or you're about to experience purification, and that's really getting all those skeletons out of the closet, getting all that darkness, a lot of shadow work, I would imagine, right? Getting rid of a lot of things that you were holding on to, things that were driving you, things that you don't need anymore, things you're holding on to. Okay. And you have found the light at the end of the tunnel when you ask for help and you get it. Or even when you feel like, okay, I now have to ask for help because I can't do this alone anymore. Okay. That is like a huge ego drop. Like drop the mic. All right, we gotta go full restruction here, like full construction mode. We're going to take everything apart. We're going to restructurize. We're going to format these walls. We're going to redo things, right? It's like sometimes we do like a total breakdown. And maybe that's a part of the sage, right? Clear everything out, take everything out that we don't need anymore, right? It's a lot of like cleaning out your closet shit, like kind of metaphorically speaking, where you're like, okay, sometimes I do that in my mind. I play like a mind sweep sometimes where I'm like, okay, so I don't need this memory anymore. Poof. I don't want it. I don't need, this part of my childhood. Poof. I don't need it. Right. And there's like parts where I can just start to just erase things, and then I can put other things there. I mean, the human body and mind can only hold on to so much. You can only do so much. So when you figure out how to delete, right? Because you are like a full storage unit, right? Nothing really gets deleted, but you put it away somewhere and you just don't ever think about it again, right? So it's something like that. It's like being able to completely clear yourself, right? And then you go, all right, I need help. I've torn all these parts down and now, there's a storm coming. I'm naked. Can somebody just like give me some clothes really quick and like give me a roof over my head so I can go to the next round? It's something like that, but maybe a little bit more. But I mean, maybe not. Maybe you were bouncing on some fucking, now I'm getting slain, bouncing on some couches, right? And never really, being able to have anywhere to live. Girlfriend kicks you out. You got nowhere to go. Now you're on somebody else's couch, right? Like your mom kicks you out. Now you don't know where to go. Now you're on somebody else's couch, like stuff like that. Like maybe you did go from pillar to post. Okay. And that's what's so hard about, with the pine trees, like that's what's so hard about life is like, being kicked out, living on the streets, seeing some of the worst shit that you could possibly even like never even fathom or think about. Then all of a sudden you're like right in front of it going like, where did my life go? How did I get to this point? Like, because your life can change so drastically, so quickly, and you have no idea how it happened. Like it doesn't have to have anything to do with drugs. It doesn't have to do anything with alcohol. It can nothing to do with substance. It can all be relationships. It can all be serious depression, shit from when you were a kid. Like it doesn't have to just be, oh, you lost all your money because you're an alcoholic. No. A lot of alcoholics are fully functioning and they just go to work drunk. Okay. Honestly, alcoholism can actually want to be one of the most controlled ones, to be honest. So like if someone's bitching about that, there's other fish to fry. But there isn't in another sense where it's like if that's the worst that you've ever done, and that can also just kill you. Like I mean, alcoholism is a bitch and it's awful and like it leads to other things. But regardless, what I'm saying, you could have went down many of these roads. Okay, so that's why the cup of tea is like, okay, so maybe you need to just sit down now and have a nice reevaluation of everything. Okay. Because I think you've been kicking ass. Look at this. Cards are already starting to come out. I can't even shuffle. King of Pentacles. Ooh, and the Devil in reverse. I'm telling you, like, you beat the devil. Okay, well, I put him upright. I didn't mean to, but like, you beat the devil. You beat the devil. Do you know how many people can't beat the devil? The devil's hard to beat. There's the truth. This is the truth, God damn it. Can you see that? Okay, it's the truth. That's the truth. You beat the devil. You asked for help, and that's how you got over the devil. I swear, my parents used to always say, just ask us for help, just ask us for help. And then I would go and ask them for help, and they'd be like, no. And they just walk away. So I get having to beat the devil. Sometimes you do have people all around you that can help you, and you ask for help, and nobody helps you. So then you got to beat the devil on your own, which I kind of feel like it's possible that the King of Pentacles did. There's the moon. There's Pisces energy. We've got Pisces energy and Capricorn energy. And look at that. High Priestess in reverse with the fucking moon. Are you kidding? Those are like two of the same energies, but the High Priestess is in reverse. And oh my God, that's why. Okay, because the High Priestess in reverse wouldn't be able to see. When you're in the moon, you can't see. That's the whole part of the moon is the illusion. You're in the dark. You're like, oh yeah, remember all those fucking people that you banged, back in the day in the dark club? And then you woke up with them in the morning and you were like, oh, good God, what happened? Right? How did I make that mistake? Because you were in the dark. You were illusioned by nice lighting and, crop tops, right? Or for me, baggy jeans. Okay, so it's like, this is hard to see. I think it's hard to see when you beat the devil. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe when you lose all your money. Maybe that's when you realize how to lose the devil. There's the Star. It's almost like I feel like whoever had a substance abuse problem or some type of problem, it didn't really suit you. Like that was always me with smoking. Like I always smoked cigarettes, but I always got sick and I would smoke them anyways. And I would just like, I knew when I was starting to feel sick from smoking, so I would just put my smoke out. And then I started smoking almost the lightest cigarettes in the entire world, like extra, extra, extra light, matinees, or just basically smoking air. And I would still get a headache. It would still make me sick. Some people, with their worst things that they're addicted to, they actually make them sick. Right? They make them sick, but you still do it. So now the universe is like, well, something that used to make you really sick, you stopped doing. And that's when you got rid of the devil. Or that's when it began. And maybe you just didn't see it because you didn't think that that one thing that you got rid of was the thing that was controlled by the devil. Anything else? Knight of Cups in limbo. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, see, I almost feel like somebody doesn't even want to go anywhere now with Five of Pentacles in reverse, or Five of Pentacles. I feel like somebody doesn't even want to go anywhere now because they found so much in just sitting in their garden, like sitting in. It's just like maybe now that what you do is so different than what you used to partake in, right? That like now it's hard to get you to go do anything because you found such peace where you are, such grounding where you are. Because if the devil had control of you still, you would be going from pillar to post. But if you've been grounded for a little while, like, I mean, at least I would say a year, couple years, compared to before jumping everywhere, then consider yourself, that's the sign, right? That like the devil can't get into your life anymore and make you lose everything and seek shelter from the storm, right? As if you didn't prepare for that storm, when I really think that you did. You were a Nine of Pentacles, but you weren't, you were just independent. You weren't where you are now. Now you're, a king of your shit, sitting down, and that's your castle. That's a lot different than Nine of Pentacles, right? Nine of Wands. Justice. Okay, you also could be a Libra. And then there's the Five of Cups. Like, you fought really hard and like you could have possibly broke a few bones getting and going where you needed to be to get justice. Like, that's the thing, is like if the world just wasn't going to give you justice on your own, then you had to go out and find it, right? Which is why you saw it so many places, realizing that the devil was in so many places. The devil is in so many houses. It's in so many people's lives, right? That then you had to create this part of your life where you remove him completely, ground yourself, and then poof, he's gone. It's like there couldn't be any more of the truth. And like that was the fight. The fight was to get to, I think, where you are now. And if I think somebody's looking at the past, maybe still, they're still looking at, the beatings that they took, and that justice, was so hard to find, and that she was a bitch, and all your money got stolen. Like, you're still looking at that, when if you just turned around, then you would see that there's something right behind you waiting. But you have to turn around and go towards your future now. You have to stop looking at the past. You have to stop looking at what you had before and look at where you're going. There's a connection that's in front of you waiting for you to just turn around and see it. What is this Two of Cups? Okay, so because there's the Two of Cups. Okay, there's two cups. I said, what's with this Two of Cups? And suddenly the Two of Cups flipped. That's the fucking Two of Cups. Like, talk about psychic over here. Okay, remember, I had these cards back in the day. Like, I summoned them back into my life. I missed them so much. And we already talked to each other so well. Oh, God, I love these cards. Oh, look at that. And look at what it flipped with, the Three of Cups. Okay, so there is, okay, so when you've got this person that hangs around with you all the time, could be same sex, could be opposite sex, but you're like friends, you're really good companions, and you talk all the time, but like, you don't ever see them as somebody other than just your friend, because why would you see them as anything else? They never presented themselves as anything else. I think they're going to present themselves in another way now. I don't know who this person is, but I feel like somebody, it could, maybe that's, okay, so, oh man, okay, so now, if you also look at this card, okay, it's hard to see because it's just light, it's a star, there we go, okay, so see the 3 cups in front of him that were spilled, okay, it could be these 3 cups right here, because it's literally the 3 of cups, because the 3 of cups came out and the 2 of cups came out. All of those cups are on this card right here. So I feel like, yes, and look at how it's even lining up. Oh my God, look at how I even did it fucking lining up. This is exactly what Spirit wants to talk about today. Gossip, gossip, gossip. Okay, so 3 people lost connection, okay, with each other. Obviously, 2 people were meant to be together out of these 3 people, and then there's just a third person, okay? There's always a third person, I don't know, string along, okay? So, but these 3 people lost connection, and that's what this person continues to stare at, is these people that they lost, okay? And then behind them is the connection, is what they had to turn around to reconnecting to. So I think it's somebody that's over here. Okay, it's like, it could, like, it literally, it could be a group of friends. Okay, you could be this dude right here, and these are 3 chicks that you always hung out with. Best scenario ever, right? Or you were this girl, okay, and you hung out with 3 dudes. One of those dudes you want to be with. Okay, so take it how it resonates. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit different for everybody, but I can't believe how those fucking cards just played out. Like, literally, right there, all together. That's why you don't want to move. This is why. This is the cup. This is the Knight of Cups in just in limbo. That's why you don't want to move, because you have a cup ready for somebody, but they're not there. And you keep looking at them in the past and you don't realize that they're a part of your future. And you know it. Oh my God, look at that. I just pulled the 4 of Cups. Okay, you won't take an offer for anybody. If it's not those same 3 people, you don't want it. Literally, there's the 4 of Cups in reverse. And that 1 cup, it's like, no, I'm not taking it. That's him upright. No, I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it. I'm looking away. I'm not taking it. I don't want anything to do with it. Nope. If it's not from these, look at Ace of Cups in reverse. I'm telling you, if it's not from this person, you do not want it. And Spirit can't stress it enough. It's just, there's the Ace of Wands in reverse. You're just not going to go anywhere. Nope. You know, sometimes you just know. Okay, I'm going to take that ace out, because we have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Swords that has shown up. Okay, so that's like, I freaking like that. All right, like that's, and she's holding the Ace of Pentacles over here. Okay, so technically we do have the Ace of Pentacles on the table. So it's almost like you've got your money. You've got your little bit of bank account, okay? And that's good for you. That's why you're okay at home, or you're okay in the energy. You're okay waiting for this person, clearly. King of Cups. They're coming. They're coming. They're coming with the cup. Okay? Spirit says they're coming with the cup. And there's the Empress. You are more ready than you think. You think you're not ready, but you really are ready. Okay? And then there's strength underneath. The Empress finds strength. So the King of Cups comes towards the Empress finally. And the Empress has to find true strength. There's a lot going on with her heart chakra. There's a lot, going on with this, okay? That it might just be a lot for this woman to take, okay? But she's got contract on her mind, which means she's been waiting for this king. It's just, you're waiting for something, and then it suddenly appears and you're like, I'm not ready for you. But yet you are, you just don't think that you are, but you're totally fucking ready. So don't worry. Spirit's got your back. They wouldn't do this if you weren't ready. And then there's Temperance on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so we do have Leo, we have Pisces, we have Sagittarius, we have Libra, Taurus, Capricorn. So, I mean, I think, oh my gosh, and look at that. On the bottom is the World, Okay, and there's the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, it has the Page of Pentacles in reverse underneath it. So, okay, so this cycle is closing up. Okay, and you are moving forward. Okay, you're moving forward with this energy. I think this is the reason why possibly that the Ace of Pentacles is in reverse, because it's still, the universe is still saying, like, if this person is not a part of it, you don't want to do it. So you're even holding back on something until they get here. That's how much you know that this person is coming. And I think that's why so much is hidden from you, because I think you don't even know, maybe consciously, that you're doing it. Subconsciously, you know, you're dreaming about it and you consciously think of this person, but you don't understand why. It's because they're coming back for somebody. Okay, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, don't worry. Wait for the next message, okay? And if it does, awesome, okay? And if you want to do maybe more of a reading with this, then let me know, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com, okay? You can send me an email, and if not, just enjoy the channel, and I hope it resonated, and I hope you get all the advice that you needed or whatever now. Always remember, for entertainment purposes only, obviously. And yeah, Spirit's very proud of you for what you went through and what you accomplished, and having somebody come back is just another one of those great kind of milestones, to be able to say, I did all of this and then you came back. Like, I didn't do this for you to come back, but damn, you knocking on my door. So beautiful energy, beautiful message, and I hope it resonates. And if you need your answers answered, your questions answered, send them to me telepathically, okay? I'm doing this vibe with the tribe right now. Anybody that is subscribed or a part of this, I mean, you should really be subscribed, because then my energy will focus on, because I mean, YouTube can read the subscriptions that are attached to this channel. I can read some. Obviously, some of you guys, you can block, right? So nobody can see who you're subscribed to. But other people, I can see that you're subscribed to me. But it's all spiritual, right? Like, once you click subscribe, it's like you joined the crew spiritually, 222 on the clock. Okay, and that's very powerful to do. Like, if you're just one of those random people that just comes on and comes off, it's hard to pick up your energy, right? Because you're not a part of the crew. I mean, it's weird. I'm not just saying that for you to subscribe. Honestly, it's kind of how energy works. So if there's answers that you want, if there's questions that you want answers to, then just send them to me telepathically, and I should be able to pick up your energy. If it's worthy of spiritual time, and the universe knows that you need the question answered, then you by all means deserve your question to be answered. So I would love to do that. All right, that's how we do the readings. That's how we get that energy out there, is when collective is having a rough time and they don't know where to go and they don't know what to do. So don't worry. I mean, you're one of very many that needs this. Okay, so yeah, everything is in the description box below and in the about section. All right, so thank you so much. You can also find me on Instagram as well, and my email is there. You can always just email me, with anything that it is that you want to talk about or whatever we're going through. Like, spirit just loves everything. Okay, so just be open, be honest. Namaste. Have a great day. Have a wonderful weekend, and yeah, I hope it resonates. Okay, see ya.